But I was like, no, it's still not worth 4 or 5. Like, I'm not earning enough to be able to wear like a casual dress that's worth 4,500 pesos, right? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips and tricks that I follow in order to be able to spend my money wisely. Because I believe that you don't need to spend a fortune to buy the things that you like, and at the same time still be able to save and invest your money while still being able to enjoy the pretty things in life. Before anything else, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If these are the kinds of videos that you like watching, I would appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram at TrishDLF. I'm going to be talking about 6 tips in this video, and for my number 1 tip, it is to never buy anything regular priced or always wait for sales. The only things that I would really normally buy regular priced are food, cosmetics, or other necessities. So for anything else that's like a luxury or just a want and not a need, I usually tend to really wait for the sales before I buy anything. The only reason that I buy beauty products at regular price is because beauty products expire, so you can't really time when they would run out, and you can't really time it with the sales. If not for that reason, I feel like I would still be looking to buy beauty products on sale. I tend to never buy regular priced items because I don't like the idea of having to pay a markup on a certain item when I know that they can cost so much less once they go on sale. I feel like an eye-opener for me was shopping at Zara. There were so many items in the past that I've purchased regular price from Zara, and all of those items eventually went on sale. And I would always feel like such a fool whenever I would go into Zara and I see that the item which I bought regular price was now on sale. So this has happened to me so many times already in the past with Zara. So I feel like that was really the learning experience, that when I saw all the regular price items that I bought on sale, I was like, I'm never gonna buy regular price again because I know that it's gonna go on half off anyway eventually if I just wait. So like, why buy regular? So that's what really stuck to me, and I've never bought anything regular priced from Zara since then. Unless, of course, I feel like it's a really rare item and I feel like it's gonna run out really quick. But from experience, I'm telling you already, all the regular price items that I bought in Zara before eventually went on sale. So next time, you know what to do. I also don't like the idea of paying for a brand, and I know I seem to really like my branded items, but for me, they are a brand and I know that they really mark up their items because obviously you have to make money. So for me, I don't like buying regular price because I don't want to be paying for the brand. I want to just be paying for the quality and for the design. So as much as possible, I want to be able to get the item closest, if not super near, to the actual manufacturing cost. It's a running joke with me that I would rather buy something on sale from Zara from 2,000 to 1,000 pesos. I would rather buy that than buying something regular priced from Uniqlo at like 500 pesos. So I really don't like the idea of paying for the marked up cost. So as much as possible, we always try to go for the sale priced items. My number 2 tip is to set a price and wait. So for me, I value items based on how much I feel like they should be priced. If I see an item that I like, say for example, an item that costs 3,000 pesos, and I look at it, I examine it, I look at the quality, the materials, and the overall design, and if I feel like that item is not worth 3,000 pesos, I'm going to set a price for it for myself, and I'm going to wait. So for example, that item was a pair of sunglasses that was 3,000 pesos, and I looked at it and I'm like, this doesn't look 3,000 pesos. Like, I would buy this for 1.5 or like 1.8, but definitely like for 3,000, that's a bit much. So if that's how I feel about the item, I set the price for it like say 1.5, 1.8, and if I see that it goes on sale eventually at the price that I valued it for, then I would buy it. But if it doesn't go on sale at that price, then I'm going to have to pass because I don't think that it's worth the money that it was selling for. This has happened to me so many times already where I've seen items that I liked which I valued at a lower price and eventually went on sale, and I was able to get them at the price that I valued them for. So some examples for that would be this pair of Charles & Keith sunglasses. I've showed this in one of my haul videos before. This was originally like 3,000 pesos, and I really didn't think that you should be paying 3,000 pesos for a pair of Charles & Keith sunglasses because they're not even like a sunglasses brand. So I was like, I'm not buying this at 3,000, but if it went on sale for like 1,500, 1,800, I'd buy it. And eventually it did, like 2 years later. I know it was a long wait, but I really wasn't willing to pay like the full regular price for this at 3,000. So yeah, this was one of the items that I was able to score because I followed that trick. And another item would be this ever new dress. So this is just what it looks like. I can't really show the whole thing, but this one I saw like I think 2 years ago as well. And I know I wait long times, but you know, if it's for you, it's for you. This one I will show the tag. This one was originally 7,000 pesos, 6,990. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy a dress for like, this is just like a regular dress. It's not like a gown or anything. It's just like a short dress. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy a dress, a casual, well, it's not really casual, but I'm not gonna buy like a going out dress for like 6,990 pesos, but it looked really nice. And then I think 2 years ago it went on sale. From 6,990 it went down to I think like 4,500, and I really like the fit and the design of this, and I was like, oh my god, should I already buy it at 4,500? But I was like, no, it's still not worth 4,500. Like, I'm not earning enough to be able to wear like a casual dress that's worth 4,500 pesos, right? So I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. And then one day last year, I think it was just last year, I went to one of the stores, and what do you know? It was on sale for 1,495. So like, I got this dress for 1,500, and it was originally 7,990, and it went down on 2 markdowns. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get this because that's how much I valued this dress for. So I feel like aside from regular shopping, I also apply this concept to buying pre-loved. So for example, my Chanel bags, we all know they're not worth how much their brand new retail price is these days. So I'm just not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go the brand new route because yeah, we all know that it's really not worth what it's selling for. So whenever I buy anything pre-loved, especially from Chanel, I value them at how much I feel like they should cost. And if I see something pre-loved that fits the bill, then that's when I get it. But if not, I'm really not gonna go for it. Since we're already at it, my number 3 tip is to buy pre-loved. Buying pre-loved is not only cheaper, but it's also more sustainable for the environment and for your pockets. So same logic as number 1, I prefer to buy items closest to their manufacturing cost, and I don't like the exorbitant markup of buying something brand new just simply because of the brand, which is one of the main reasons that I buy pre-loved, and also because it's so much cheaper. When you buy pre-loved, you don't lose a lot of money, especially when you're already going to sell the item. I've previously bought and sold some Chanel bags in the past, which I used for like 2 to 3 years, and then when I finally decided to sell them, I got all my money back. So I didn't even lose money in my previous Chanel bags. So that's one of the main reasons that I really like buying pre-loved, because you don't lose money when you do decide to sell them. However, I also have a number of bags in my collection which I bought brand new, and I will actually also be making a video on that, of when to buy pre-loved versus when to buy brand new. So watch out for that in my upcoming videos. My number 4 tip is have a list of items that you want in order of priority. Never ever buy on impulse. It will be the death of you and your credit card. If you see something in the mall that you like, add it to your list and rank it in order of importance. So the item can be number 1 on your list or number 5 on your list. But let's say it's number 5 on your list. If it's number 5 on your list, wait a week or 2, and sometimes after those 2 weeks, you eventually don't really like the item anymore and you realize that you can live without it. But if it's already been 2 weeks and that item is still in your wants list, then you can keep it there, but buy the items on the top of your list first before you get to number 5. However, if this item is number 1 on your list, then save for that number 1 item first before you move on to buying number 2, number 3, 4, 5. Because if number 1 is at the top of your list, then you know that it's the item that will truly, really make you happy, and it's just that you can't really afford it yet at that time. So if you know it's number 1 and you know that it's gonna make you the happiest, then don't go around spending for number 2, 3, 4, 5 and not being able to get number 1. Because if you know that number 1 will really make you happy, then don't waste your money on the other items yet until you've gotten the number 1 item in your list. Because one day you're going to realize, if you bought the items that are on the bottom of your list first, you're gonna realize that, oh, the money that I spent on those items at the bottom of my list, if I had just saved it all for my number 1 items, then I would have it by now. So that's something to consider when you buy items in your wants list. Similarly, for number 5 on my list, it is to take into consideration inflation and cost per wear, especially when buying luxury. So for this number 5 tip, this only applies to luxury items such as bags. So with regard to inflation, if there's a bag that you really want and you're saving up for it, stop buying other things if you get distracted by them. And I feel like this happens to so many people where they're saving up, for example, for a Chanel bag, and they're midway towards a Chanel bag, and they see a Dior bag, which is cheaper than Chanel, and it's in their price range, and at that time, they already have the money for a brand new Dior bag because they're halfway through saving up for Chanel. Sometimes people get distracted by the cheaper things just because they can afford it already, even though it wasn't really the number 1 item on their wish list, and they end up buying it. However, buying that Dior bag, which you didn't really like as much as the Chanel, will set you back down to 0, and you have to start saving up for a Chanel bag again. And by that time that you're able to finally spend for a Chanel bag, inflation would have already brought the price up to another level, which you have to climb up all over again just because this Dior bag set you back. The more you put it off, the longer it'll take for you to get the item, and by then it might be harder for you to afford it because of inflation. Additionally, if you really want the item and it's something that you know you will hold on to forever, the earlier you will get it, the more cost per wear you will get, so you don't only beat inflation, but you'll be able to ROI the item even more. Again, this only applies to luxury items such as bags. And finally, for my number 6 tip, it is to spend money on good quality basics and spend less on trendy pieces. So if there's anything to advise, I feel like it would be to really just spend your money on the timeless classic pieces first, and you can shell out a lot of money on these pieces because you know that they're gonna last forever. And you can spend less on trendy pieces because you know that the trend isn't going to last forever anyway. So if it's like a trendy shoe or a trendy bag, you know that the trend is only going to last for like 2 seasons or so. So it would be okay to spend less on less quality items because you don't need the item to last for more than 2 seasons anyway. So that's my rationale for that. Like if you buy a really trendy, colorful, out of this world shoe for this season, it's okay if you spend less money on it, and it's okay that it's less quality because you're not expecting this shoe to last forever anyway because the trend isn't going to last forever either. However, if that's a plain black, simple pump, then you can spend more on it and you can spend more on the quality because that's something you know you will be able to wear time and time again. So those were my 6 tips and tricks on how to shop smart. I hope you guys learned a thing or two and we can all together be more mindful of our spending habits. For my next few videos, I'm going to be talking about when to buy brand new versus when to buy pre-loved when it comes to the luxury market. So subscribe down below if you haven't and click the bell button so you will be notified when I have that video posted up already. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button down below to help the YouTube algorithm, and follow me on Instagram at TrishDLF. I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!